What's up, guys? I want to jump on here real quick and I want to encourage somebody today. As I'm sitting here journaling, I feel like the Holy Spirit is just talking to me about being who I was created to be, right? So I can be a little hyper, a little charismatic, just get a little carried away for no reason in particular. I mean, it's just kind of just who I am, just how I was created. But in certain circumstances, whether around non-believers or around believers, for most of my life, I will kind of adjust to what my environment is. And I mean, there can be some benefit to that. I'm not saying be ignorant to your circumstances, but what I'm saying is a lot of times I have not been myself because I'll be real excited about something Jesus is doing, or just want to encourage somebody, or change the mood, right? Say it's real negative, say it's down, say it's depressing, just depending on where you're at, right? But I will adapt to where I'm at. Like, I'll either be quiet, like if you're in a secular environment, right, where, nobody cares anything about Jesus or anything, right? But people will openly and freely talk about, debauchery and sin and all these things, just whatever they're doing. That's just how they're living, right? So things that I don't particularly want to hear about, and that's fine. That's where they're at, and that's where they're living. But on the flip side of that, like I would just kind of like keep to myself or not talk about the things that are going on in my life, right? Or that are exciting about what I did necessarily at times, because I'm like, they don't want to hear that or whatever. And not trying to be overbearing. And I've been known to be more of a bold person in my life, but I would dim my light to accommodate others. And even with people who are believers, right? So I'll be real excited. God is working. And you'll have people who are like, oh man, you're a little too carried away. Like, it's not that serious. Like, it's not, like, okay, I mean, we get it, and it's like, but this thing is alive, man. And when it starts to transform you, when it starts to get inside of you, when you start to get to know him, it's just going to flow out. So the word talks about when you light a lamp, you don't then just turn around and cover it, right? You put it on a lampstand so everybody who walks into the room can see it shine, right? The Bible calls us salt, right? What does salt do? It seasons. So if you had salt shakers and you went and bought them, right? You pay a price for those salt shakers, and you get them home and you just sit them in the closet. They're going to do no good. They're pointless. They're not fulfilling their purpose. They're not doing what they were made for. So you're going to fill them up. And once you fill them up out of the overflow of what's in them, now they can do their job. They'll season, they'll make an impact, they'll make a difference to everything that they touch. And in the same way, Jesus paid a price for us to adopt us, to call us children, to redeem us, to restore us, to justify us, to sanctify us, to glorify us, right, with him. And so we shouldn't turn down. We should be who we were set free to be, right? So in Galatians, it says we were set free so that we can be free. So we should shine. We should season our environment. We should be who we were made to be. So I know that he's speaking to me about that today, right? It's like fully grow, fully develop into our identity, who he made us to be. So just be encouraged. Let's shine. Let's love those around us. Let's be bold and walk in the authority and the calling and the identity that he gave us to be as ones who say we believe in Jesus. We're sons and daughters. We're followers. We are disciples. We are little Christ-like ones. Then we should shine everywhere. So let's not dim our light. Let's shine bright. Let's put that lamp on the lampstand. So when everyone walks into the room, right, that the room is lit up. Jesus said, if I am lifted up, he said, all men will be drawn unto me. So let's lift him up in the way that we act, in the way that we talk, and just our demeanor and our being. Have a great night.